Hey guys, a few months ago, Rudy and I decided to remodel our master closet. We used the Kreg Jig System and we used plywood, and it was a cheap and great way to add more storage to our master closet. So it's actually been done for a couple of months, but it's taken me a whole month to just make the curtain. So that's what was stopping this big reveal. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and here we go. Before and after of our master closet. You may remember what our master closet looked like before. It was your standard closet from the early 2000s, a couple of bars on either side, and a built-in in the corner, in desperate need of paint, by the way. We added a cheap row of drawers from Ikea to help with storage, but it just wasn't enough. Check out Rudy's shoes piled on top of the shelf on my side of the closet. By the way, Rudy is actually the one who loves shoes in our relationship. We had a couple of obstacles that made our master closet remodel a little challenging, namely the attic crawl space on both sides that we didn't want to cover up. But we figured out a way to make it all work. We did some research and found that the Kreg Jig system would be the best bet for us as novice construction workers. By the way, they're not paying us to say this, but if they wanted to, we wouldn't mind. The Kreg Jig system uses this special piece that helps you drill pocket holes in your plywood to easily create bookcases and shelves. You have to use special screws too, but it made these built-ins as easy as pie. Ooh, pie. We need to make pie soon. After measuring and creating a blueprint of what we wanted, we got to work removing the bars and parts of the supports holding up the shelves. Then we used the Kreg Rip Cut Circular Saw Guide to cut down our plywood boards to the correct dimensions. We first had the local home improvement store cut them for us. But unfortunately, not only did we have to wait in a long line, but when we got them home, we realized they had cut our boards incorrectly. Once the pieces were cut to size, we routed the edges that would be exposed to finish them off. I wish I had a video of making the pocket holes and getting the shelves put together, but we just didn't think of it in time. After a small learning curve, we were able to put the shelf together right here in the closet in less than an hour. We're happy that we built them in the closet. As it turned out, they were pretty darn heavy. We built a second smaller shelf and screwed both of them into the studs in the wall. If you don't screw them into the studs, you're just asking for trouble. We caulked all the seams to prepare for paint. Speaking of caulking, look at this handy way I learned to caulk the perfect line. It's all about dishwater. But you can't leave it like this, obviously. And there are expensive tools you can use, and I've used, napkins or anything to try to rub it off, and it's always messy. So here is my tip for you. Soapy water. A little dish soap in water. You're going to dip your finger in here, and then you're going to go in here and you're just going to wipe it down. It's a little messy, so we're going to need to wet our hand down again with the soapy dishwater. See how the soapy dishwater really gets it out? Gets it off your hands. So that's what it's doing here on the wall as well. So simple, and it makes for a clean caulking line every time. So then we finished caulking, priming, and painting the entire closet, and we waited 2 weeks for all the paint to cure. I think Rudy was seriously going to kill me, as we had the contents of our entire closet in our bedroom floor for 2 weeks. Sorry, Rudy, but if we're going to do it, we got to do it right. We were able to reuse the old closet bar, only needing to cut it to fit the new spaces, and we had to buy additional bar hangers, but not too bad. We reused the Ikea dresser as well. Ikea has some great items that are specifically made for closets, but sadly, our closet was not deep enough to fit them. And the final product. So what do you think? It was a lot easier than I thought to add more storage to our master closet, and it gives you that custom look that I thought would cost a fortune. Luckily for us, using plywood, it was super affordable, and I would highly recommend using the Kreg Jig System as it worked like a dream. I hope you enjoyed this project. Until next time, I'm Lori, and this is Lori Garcia Studios.